What's up, empowered photographer? If you know me, you know that I love time saving tips. So today, let's talk about some ways that you can save time in your photography business. You started this business because you love photography, and all of a sudden, it has nothing to do with photography and has everything to do with all of the back end things that have to happen in order to have a successful photography business. The overwhelm is real. It's real. And in the beginning, though, most of us are working another job, probably. We are the main parent at home. And so I want to help you to save some time. So here are some things that you can do to save time so that you are able to run a time efficient photography business. So the first thing that you can do is you can create email templates. If you're still writing every single email from scratch, you're wasting precious time. So take some time to figure out what emails that you're writing over and over again. And you could even use AI to help you write these templates. That way, when an inquiry comes in, your response can be as simple as copying and pasting. You don't need a CRM when you're in the newer stages, but you can just have a Google Doc that has family emails, maternity emails, whatever, and copy and paste those emails. And that is going to save you a ton of time. I use Honeybook, which I can link you here if you're ready to automate your emails, but you don't need that unless you have a lot of inquiries coming in. Number two, create a batch working schedule for yourself. I am the biggest fan of batch working. And what this means is that you have one task that you are doing that day and you don't move on to anything else until that has happened. So you designate certain days a week for certain tasks and you don't move on to the other tasks until those are done. So for example, on Mondays I process images from my editor and send in the galleries. On Tuesdays I work on marketing, email marketing and blog marketing. So for search engine optimization. On Wednesdays, it's client communication. On Thursdays, it might be that you are going to do some sort of personal development. I don't know. It's going to be up to you. But there is no reason why you should be ping ponging all over the place. Turn your phone on silent, do not disturb, and get some work done. Not enough time is the oldest excuse in the book and one of most of our favorite ways to self sabotage. So, the next thing, number three, is that you need to create an efficient editing system. And if editing is taking a ton of your time, well, I would first look into your skills and see if you're not getting it right on camera. But editing is probably one of the biggest sucks of being a photographer. And it's normal to take time to improve your editing in the beginning. But if you've been at this a while and you're still spending a lot of time on editing, you're never going to be profitable. So you could consider outsourcing your editing, or I would also consider using Imagine AI to edit your photos and at least get the base edit done so that you can get your time back. You cannot be spending hours and hours and hours editing. Sorry to tell you. Number four, utilize a scheduling tool for all social media content and schedule your blog posts. Posting in real time on social media is such a waste of time. Same for your blog. So when I'm batch working, for example, if I'm on a blog day, I'm going to schedule all of the blogs that I need to get out for the next 2 or 3 months. I usually, for my photography business, blog about once a month, for my education once a week, and we do that in batches. As far as social media goes, we batch and schedule 2 weeks at least worth of social media at once. That is such a more time efficient way to do that part of your business. The next thing you can do is to get some household help that you deserve so that you can take your business seriously. Now, no man's going to say that he's going to work during nap time. It's just not realistic. So you might need to get some help around the house, whether that be working with your partner to take the kids so that you can actually work or getting a babysitter a few hours a week. Or it might be time to get a housekeeper to come once every 2 weeks to do the deep work in the deep cleaning work in your house. That is a big time saver for you, and it's going to allow you to work on things that are money makers in your business. So I just wanted to give you a few tips, a few quick tips on getting your time back, because if you are not running a time efficient business, you are not running a profitable business. See you next time.